Okay, it's just gone 7:20. Leaving the albergue now. Oh, still got my glasses on. 17 and a bit to go today. Going to be a lot easier. Feeling good. Can feel maybe a little bit, but it's not. I'm strapped up, and it's not giving me any problems so far. I've only walked 50 yards on a pavement. So that's how it looks. Nice morning. I don't know what the weather forecast is today. I didn't look. It'll be what it is, and yeah, I'll enjoy it more than yesterday, that's for sure. Got to go to a cash point at Ponte Ferrada, which is only about 5-6 kilometres down the road. So I'll have breakfast there, and I'll take it easy today, no rush. My bed's booked, and that's about it really. Just another day on the road. 10 to go, 11 to go, 10 to go. And yeah, piece of cake. Right, speak to you later. It's 5 to 7, just leaving the albergue. I think it's about 15 miles to go today. Not 15 miles, sorry, 15 kilometres. There was only 6 of us in the albergue last night, so it was alright. It was quiet, and for the first time we also woke up about 6, and we were able to put the light on instead of having to do everything in the dark, so it was good. So there's a bit of road walking today, a bit like yesterday, and I'm heading to Villafranca. I said about 15 kilometres away. I've not got a bed booked, but the place I'm going to, where my bag's going to, has got lots of beds. I'm going to be there early, so I shouldn't have a problem. I've also booked tomorrow night's bed at the base of O Cibrero, so I've only got an 8 kilometre walk tomorrow up the hill. No, I've got to walk to, I think it's 19 kilometres tomorrow, and then 8 kilometres up the hill. So that's about it for now. I can feel my knees, but not just, I can just feel them, that's all. Not sure if we're going to have any rain today. It's looking that way at the minute, but hope not. We've done so well for the last few weeks, it's been great. So onwards and upwards. Well, hope not too much upwards. just onwards basically. So, speak to you later. Well, it's just gone 10 to 7. Nice morning, but it's supposed to be cold today, so I've got my waterproof jacket on just for extra cover. 20 kilometres to go today. Mostly slight incline, I think, as far as I can see on the profile thing. Start off slow and come out the back door of the albergue, because that's where you leave your bags. And so I've got a banana, a nectarine, some cheese, and if I find a bakery I'll get a small baguette type thing. I don't think there's anything for about 10 kilometres, so as I leave the town there should be a bakery open or something. Bad night for snorers last night. God, it was snorers paradise. I was going to record it now, but I can't be arsed. So today I'm leaving Villafranca. I'm heading to Las Herias. You know, the name is Las Herias, and I've got Gracias, and I've got Muchos Gracias. Most of the thing about arse is here. Anyway, I better not make that public. It says it's 6:54 and 5 degrees. So with that, I shall make my way to Las Herias. Speak to you later. Wow, it's just gone 7 o'clock, a couple of minutes past 7. I'm leaving the albergue, a bit fresh. I've got to climb just short of the equivalent of climbing Ben Nevis this morning. So, I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's only 8 kilometres. So take my time, and see how it goes. I've stocked up with water. There's a place in about 3 kilometres where you can buy some bits and bobs, and I think in 3 kilometres of climbing I'll be ready for something, so I'll go for that. And I'm going to put my gloves and hat on, I think, because it's a bit fresh. At least I'm starting on the flat till I go out of the village, but it's supposed to be a nice warm day today. I'm not taking the chance of, when you're on a mountain, how cold it gets, so hence I've got my waterproofs on and my fleece on and the space in my bag to put the waterproof, and I can tie the fleece around my waist if I need to. So a nice short day, but hard day, and I think it's only 6 days to I get to Santiago. This is the last day of week 5. Yeah, start week 6 tomorrow, and it's flown by. You know, I can't believe I've been walking for, well, 5 weeks. You know, so this is a place as well where you can rent a horse, and I'm just going by the place here. You rent a horse, costs 35 euros, and it takes you to the top. It takes about 2 hours. Well, that's my walking pace on the flat, so I'm going to double that at least. So I think hopefully I'll be able to post this later, but like I said when I was talking to you, I might not be able to get internet, but anyway, it will be posted as soon as I can. Speak to you later. Here we go. Wow, I just take my sunglasses off because I'm in the shade. It's hard to believe that that's the end of 5 weeks walking and just over 600 kilometres. It's been an amazing experience. I'm knackered, but in a good way, and one more week and I'll be finished. It's quite bizarre to think. Well, the weeks have just flown by. It's hard to believe it's been 5 weeks I've been walking, and now one more week and I'll be done. The place I'm staying at here now, the view, I'm sitting here and I've just got this view, and let me just switch the camera so that you can see the view from where I'm sitting. You know, I've done a still picture, but this is it's just amazing. Look at that from here, all the way around. And that's Osabrero just up there. And, yeah, so it's been yeah, it's quite amazing to think crossing Spain like that with no blisters, no injuries. Tonight I'm at a single bed, which is great. I got here on the last day of the 5 weeks. Got here at 11 o'clock and the place wasn't open till 1. But I had to sit and wait until they opened because I wanted a bottom bunk, and I ended up getting a single bed, so quite happy with that. So anyway, that's the basic part of the report for the 5 weeks. Yeah, one more week and I'll be all over. I don't know if we're going to go fast again. Anyway, that'll do for now. And I'll try and send this later when I go back into the village, when I get some Wi-Fi. Speak to you later. Most likely tomorrow morning when I leave here. Start of week 6 to go to Castella, 20 kilometers away. So quite a long day tomorrow compared to today, which was only 8 kilometers. But I'm starting to waffle, so I'll say good night. Good night. Well, it's just gone 25 to 7. Beautiful morning. I've got 20 kilometres to do today. Downhill at the end, but mainly just up and down along the way. Yesterday I came into the 5th province of Spain. I entered Galicia yesterday, and this is the last province now, because this is all the way to Santiago, and I'm about to go along where I took the photographs yesterday. I'm going to take a photograph this morning because it looks stunning with the clouds below the hills, so I'm going to take another picture in a minute. But yes, looking forward to this today, because it's not, I know there's not a really hard climb, and yesterday's wasn't bad to tell the truth, but still hard. But anyway, actually what I might do, I might just video the view so you can see. Hola. So it's worth videoing. just get to a nice little point here. The sun's almost up. So I'll switch around the camera so you can see the other side. So it looks like we start by walking along the road for a bit. Yeah. That's the view. And that is the albergue I stayed in last night. So I now go down here and along there, and yeah, it's stunning views up here. Well worth the climb yesterday. So I keep thinking of things after I stop the video. But then I never think to say it again. So yeah, I went into Galicia, last province, and today I'll go to Castella, and then from Castella it's Sarria, which is the last 116 kilometres, and I'll look at actually walking through, because it's only 18 kilometres tomorrow, I think, and I might do maybe 22 or 23 and go just past Sarria. My thinking is that if I'm not on the main stay places in the book, I've got more chance of getting a bed. I don't have a bed tonight, but there's plenty of beds at this place. I'm leaving early, I'm going to be there early, so I'll get a bed, no problem. So anyway, that's about it. I'm on the way, and I'll speak to you later. Hopefully I'll have Wi-Fi tonight. It's just gone 7 o'clock, about 3 minutes past 7. Lovely morning. Shirt a bit creased, but no jacket. Apparently it's going to be about 32 degrees today. So I've ditched all the waterproofs, put them into the rucksack to be transported, loaded up with water, and just heading down from the albergue through the village of Castella, heading to Sarria. And Sarria is the point where everybody starts. Well, not everybody. Everybody starts to once they get Compostela has got to start from Sarria, because you've got to do 100 kilometres and Sarria is 116. So for me today it's only 18 and a bit. So I was hoping to leave at 6:30 and get finished a bit earlier because of the temperatures, but I struggled to get my sleeping bag into its bag. Got in as best as I could because I was doing it in the dark. But anyway, it's in. I've got a bed for the night. I've booked a bed, so I don't have to worry. It's right in the centre apparently. It's called Albergue Mayor. And so I had a good night last night with Jim and Susan. Had a meal again with them, and a lovely couple. And now the ones on the photograph that I sent where they're sitting at the table. So without much further ado, I'll go on with it. I've just realised my fingers are cold and my gloves are in my rucksack. Oh well, I'll soon warm up. And it's a lovely morning this morning, so it shouldn't take me long to get warmed up. So here we go. Speak to you later. Oh, hopefully I'll have some Wi-Fi today. The albergue last night didn't have Wi-Fi, and the 2 bars I went into, I signed into them to get the Wi-Fi, and both were okay, but it's when you get back and you think, oh, I'll send this or I'll do that, and you can't because you've no Wi-Fi. Can't check the weather, you know. So you don't think to do that when you're in the bar, you know. I was more concentrating on getting my bags sorted to be picked up, because you've got to send them a WhatsApp message. So I was more concerned about doing that. But anyway, enough waffle. Catch you later. Good morning. It's 6:20. An early start this morning. Very quiet albergue. There's only one other woman in the room with me, from Portugal. Totally unprepared. I'm starting today. Hadn't a clue. But anyway, that's not my problem. So it's 23 kilometres today. I'm leaving early because I want to get away before the masses, because there's going to be lots today. I've also got to get 2 stamps now every day between here and Santiago. It's a long uphill slog. It's not hard, it's just an incline, and it's on pavement and road, so it's okay for the time being. By the time I get to the top of all this, it'll be a lot lighter when I leave the town. So we'll just see how it goes. So everything's good, feet, it's good. Long Camino. And feet's good, legs good. And it's nice to see a place so quiet because later it's going to be heaving with pilgrims who start from here. This is the last place really you can start to get your Compostela at the end. So today we're actually about 116 kilometers from Santiago. So today I'll go through the 100 and I'll be below 100 kilometers. And it's quite amazing really to think that I've walked about 700 kilometers across Spain. I forgot the other day when I did my weekly report, I forgot to say how many miles or how many kilometers I'd done. Because I did it late in the evening after dinner, so that was the reason I'd forgotten about it. So, but by getting to here, it's now, well, today I'm going to be under 100 kilometers, so really chuffed with that. I'm just going by a barn. There's some people having breakfast. Way too early for me. I've got myself a cheese sandwich, and I've got a couple of yogurts and some nuts. And when I find a nice little spot, there's lots of cafes today, so lots of towns. So I'll find a spot, have my breakfast, go and have a cafe con leche and press on. Okay, enough waffling. It's not cold this morning, but I've put my jumper on because yesterday I put just my shirt, and I did find it a little bit chilly because I was walking through woodland and it was a bit fresh. So this is the steep part. So I'll stop here and I'll talk to you later. It's 5 to 7, just leaving the albergue now. I was hoping to leave a bit earlier, but it was pitch black in there and I wasn't going to start messing around in the dark. And also I was quite comfy and warm in there and I didn't really want to get up. I've got a 24-kilometer walk today, and by all accounts it's a lot of ups again. It's a bit of an up to get out of the place, the albergue, not the town. I'm coming up to the road I've got to take here. Then I go down. And this is just getting out of the albergue. So, great night last night with the group of friends that I've got at the minute. We're most likely going to meet up in Palace de Rey if we don't meet up on the road. Jim and Susan, the Scots couple. There was Heather from Devon, and there was Richard Gere and Cindy. The guy's, his name's Roger, but he looks like Richard Gere, so we call him Richard. Yeah. And then they're from Oregon. And yeah, it was a really good night. 3 bottles of wine. Roger's not a real drinker. He's after the first cup of glasses, he put his hand on his glass and says, "Not enough, thanks." By the end of the night, he was getting it down with the rest of us. But it was a good night. I'm just looking down the road, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23 people in front of me. Oh no, I missed 2. 25 people in front of me. It's a procession. But it was supposed to be raining this morning, drizzle, but it's dry. It rained last night, and so I've got my poncho with me today just in case. I was going to put it on before I left, and I thought, well, it's dry now, so I'll wait until I need to put it on. Okay, that's the morning update over. I'll see how we go, and I'll speak to you later. Well, good morning. 6:30, just about. Heading off. Palace del Rey, and it's actually quite busy. I see a few pilgrims in front. But it's not raining, which is good. It's not supposed to rain today, but we'll have to wait and see. I've got a long day today. I've got it's 27 miles according to the book. It's always a little bit more, so it'll be 28 miles. So it's a long one. My bed's booked, so that's okay. Bed's booked, and just walking past people, and paid for, so I can take my time today, and I may catch up with some of my buddies, my walking buddies. Jim and Susan usually leave about 6:30ish, so most likely leave and run at the same time. But well, we'll see how it goes. I walked with Heather yesterday, but she stopped about 4 or 5 kilometres short, so I might not see her again. Good, you know, only 3 more walking days to go. This is the longest walking day I've got. Tomorrow is about 22 or 23, and then the last Saturday and Thursday is just 20. So just trying to find a way out. So anyway, all's good. So from Camino, all's good, and there we go. Right then, speak to you later. Wow, it's almost 6:15. Early start this morning. Want to try and beat the rain for one. It's also the penultimate day, my second last day of walking. I've got 22 miles to go today, 22 kilometres to go today, and it's dark. I'm glad there's some bits of street lights, but in 15 minutes it's going to be fine. So I've no bed booked tonight. I didn't get any confirmation about my bag being transferred, but there's other bags there, so it will be picked up. Just a little bit disappointed I didn't get the confirmation. It'll be the last time my bag's being transported, because tomorrow's the last day, and I'm going to carry it into Santiago, making it look like a real pilgrim. Anyway, it's a nice morning. You can see, I can't really tell if it's dark clouds or light clouds, but feeling good. Feeling very strange, you know, coming up to the last day, you know. Gosh. Anyway, it looks like I'm running out of street lights, so let's see. I said I've no bed booked, so I want to get there early. I should be there before they open up for the they open up at 1 o'clock or something, so I should be there before then. And I'm not seeing any signs yet, but I'm going in the right direction. Oh yeah, there's a sign. Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going in the wrong direction. It's this way. Oh, well, there's a first. That's because last night, instead of taking the path, I took a shortcut across a busy road, because I could see my albergue, and rather than going all the way around the path, it was raining. I just took a shortcut across the road, and consequently I couldn't see any signs. If I'd gone the right way, then I'd be following the signs. Well, out of my way by about 200 yards. extra steps, isn't it? Okay then, enough of the chat, on with the walking. Well, it's the last day. It's 6:30ish. Got to check my watch again. I said I was going to start late, but I've decided I'm going to walk because there's going to be rain later, and I'd rather walk in the dry than walk in the rain. And I was up, so I'm going to walk. And then when it gets to the rainy bit, I'll stop, have coffee, breakfast. We're going to do a shower about 8 o'clock or something like that. So I'll get maybe 3 or 4 kilometres. But yes, last day, 20 kilometres to go, full backpack on. My fleece was still a bit wet on the arms from yesterday. My shoes are dry. I took the insoles out last night because of they were soaking wet, but they've dried up nicely. So everything's fine, and I'm now on the trail. I've strapped my knees up because my knees were giving me a bit of problems yesterday. Nothing serious, just kept giving way a little bit, no pain. But I thought if I strap up, it won't fail me. Anyway, it's a nice morning so far. Seems strange carrying my backpack. So I will be taking plenty of breaks. And so, onwards to Santiago and the end of the road. Seems so strange to say that after so long. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. Oh, and it's my last morning update as well, so yeah, that's it. Well, it's day 43 and I'm still in bed. It's nearly 7:30. That is all.